Welcome to my channel, All for Health with Jane. Family, we are still on the Senzo Meyiwa murder trial. Brigadier Gininda is still on the witness stand. In the beginning of the court today, Judge Rata read a letter of complaint from one of the concerned South Africans. The author of the letter is complaining about the time taken in the running of the Senzo Meyiwa case. Rata says the letter was emailed to the JP, Judge President Mlambo, and Mlambo forwarded that letter to Judge Rata. Family, please listen carefully and tell me if you agree with the author or not. Family, let's listen.
South African citizen who is worried with what is going on with the Senzo's case. 1. If the case starts at 10 a.m., that will be an exception than a rule. 2. Notwithstanding the fact that the proceedings would have started at 10 or even 10:45, there will be a request for a short adjournment at 11:15. 3. The said short adjournment will be meant to take 15 minutes, but same will take up to 25 minutes or so. 4. And then at 1 o'clock, 1300 hours, there will be a request for a long adjournment until 1400 hours, that is 2 o'clock. And this must take 15 more minutes. 5. At 3 o'clock or 3:30 latest, there will be a request for an adjournment for the day. And then of course it talks about JP, what are the standing orders regarding hours that needs to be spent at high courts? Have we forgotten that there are families that need closure, both the bereaved and the suspects? At this rate, how much more will the said families and interested people have to wait before the outcome is known? Senzo's father passed on without knowing who killed his son. His mother too is not young anymore, and it looks like the same fate is awaiting her. I am hereby pleading for your intervention in this regard. You know, the JP sent this thing to me on Friday at home. He says, well, I trust you are well, meaning me, Brarata. Please see correspondence below for your attention. You know what X me? This guy is basically saying we don't work.
Well, he's entitled to his opinion.
No, but he mustn't then write this thing. He must, because the JP, it says it's for my attention. This gentleman says, once you have got in here at 10 o'clock, you must get out at 4 o'clock. You mustn't even go to the toilet.
That's what they say.
Yeah. You mustn't go to the toilet. You mustn't go for tea. You mustn't be sick. And then also he's basically saying,
Doesn't understand.
yeah, no, I know he doesn't. But you see, this is what happens in this country of ours. He doesn't understand that if you call a witness, Mr. Balui, like Steenkamp from George, if he misses a plane, we are just in a bad situation. We have to start when he comes at 11. You see, now he doesn't even understand that there are prisoners here who must be processed at Mampuru, Leokop, and Modabi. With him, everybody must be here at 10. I think he must be a president of South Africa because...
Well, in the perfect world, everything works, according to clockwork. But, there are some inherent problems, like the accused haven't arrived.
Yeah, that's it. Like Mr. Ngomezulu was sick here in court. He says, no, once he's sick, you must push on. It's his business.
Yeah,
that's basically Ushonjalo Muslimun.
And, witnesses get tired. They need to
like
take
Pinky
a refresher break, yes. Yeah.
The lady who was having flu, when
Yes.
she was giving evidence here, even trying.
Yes.
According to this guy, if we say she must go and attend to her health to a doctor, we are wasting time. She must push on. Like Brigadier Gininda now is writing exams. According to this gentleman, you are not supposed to write exams.
Well,
You must just come here at 10 and get out at 4. No, it just X me. You can accuse me of anything but checking work. You know, I can tell you, other judges, for instance, they would have insisted if they're retired like me, because the regulations say if you're staying more than 50 kilometers from court, the government must give you a car. And the government must give you a chauffeur. And in a case like this, they would also give you a security. I drive myself here every day. Every day. And then here's this gentleman, notice here law. I say, okay, can you just read it, Mr. Miss, to the record, into the record.
and the reason why we adjourn and 3:30 is on record is
Yeah,
for security
he knows.
reasons. We can't sit beyond 3:30.
Like if your client, one of your clients says he wants a comfort break, according to this gentleman, no, I must refuse. Or if one of your clients, like the other day, I think Mr. Mamalo's client, I don't remember well, was sick. And we had to adjourn because he had to be attended by a doctor. But this gentleman says, that mustn't happen. Yeah, no, but he says, once singing a 10, you don't go for tea, you don't go for lunch, you don't go for comfort breaks. You press on. Because if I tell you this thing, if I don't show you this letter, you'll think I'm making up the story. And I'm sure even recess, we must plow on.
Now, one of the accused is not yet here, accused number 1.
And I hope this gentleman is here in court. If he's here in court, I wish he can stand up and tell us why he says we are not working. Because it's basically saying we're not working. Now give it to the press also. Let him read. Hold on. The reporter behind you. Hi, Nisi. Niga, if press. Yeah. Oh, is the other Nisi? No, give him that. Give him that. He must read it. Oh. No, this is unfair. You know, we've spent so much time pushing this case, and we are now being accused of dereliction of duty, of being lazy, of being obstreperous.
I mean, we're almost on the last witness for the state. I mean, this shows we've been through a trial within a trial, 5 accused,
Doesn't care.
5 legal representatives.
No, that doesn't matter. And the JP doesn't know that I have publicized this letter in court. But me being me, I thought it's proper to do it so that people must know that there are other people here who say we must not have any humanitarian rights. I mustn't go to tea, I mustn't have lunch, no comfort break. Once you are in, you are in. If a witness who flies from George or East London is supposed to come here, he's left by the plane, he must be here at 10. If he's not here, I don't know what should we do. We mustn't start. Or what? Or start with another witness.
I think, my Lord, proper justice cannot be measured in terms of time.
No.
Proper justice depends on what is convenient for the parties.
Yeah, quite.
And that's how justice is dispensed, and not according to what is contained in the letter.